time in over a decade, a Madison chef has won what's referred to as the Oscars of Food Awards. The chefs and co-owners of Fairchild Restaurant recently took home a James Beard Award. And while their doors have not been open for long, our Emily Fannin caught up with them to share their journey and what they believe separates them from the competition.
At first it was just a job, and then I started getting really into it.
Chefs Itaru Nuganu and Andrew Kreger never would have thought their 3-year-old restaurant Fairchild would become an award-winning establishment. Their cozy and intimate dining atmosphere on Madison's west side beat 7 other states competing for the 2023 James Beard Award for Best Chef in the Midwest.
There were some people that have been nominated a few times, and us being the first time, like, it's just, I personally didn't feel like we were going to win it, and I feel like they probably have the best chance of winning.
Those thoughts quickly faded when their names were called at the Lyric Opera House downtown Chicago last month, a moment Nuganu says they were unprepared for.
When we were in the audience, that's when I was like, well, there is a small chance that we could win. And then that's when I started getting like really nervous. And then they called our name and made the terrible speech, and that was it.
In the end, it was a celebration, despite both admitting they forgot to write an acceptance speech, which resulted in an impromptu one instead.
Hi. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife for understanding the hard work and the dedication it takes.
I'd also like to thank my partner Marley for making it all happen, our daughter Evangeline, my best friend who I get to cook with every day, Itaru.
Nuganu and Kreger first met each other 10 years ago working in the kitchen at another Madison fine dining hotspot, L'Etoile. They both had dreams of one day opening their own restaurant, which finally became a reality in 2020.
I was living in Texas at the time. I'd been gone for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. He called me and was like, hey, do you want to come check this spot out? And yeah, kind of the rest is history.
Fairchild opened in February of 2020, serving what they call classic cuisine, using fresh ingredients and meats from Wisconsin farmers. It was a success for about 2 weeks until the pandemic forced them to shut their doors to the public. A minor setback, but a situation they made the best of by adjusting their menu to serve high-quality dishes for takeout.
So we just kind of switched to that right away and kind of figured it out.
Fairchild reopened to the public in 2021, and since then, business has been booming.
You can follow me. We're going to head over here.
With the restaurant industry becoming oversaturated, Nuganu and Kreger believe they're unique, not just because of what they serve, but they also credit their small and experienced staff, as well as a dynamic duo in the kitchen.
I think the fact that there's just 2 chefs running it, which is provides a lot of strength in some areas, and obviously some weaknesses in other areas, but I think we've just focused primarily on food and service and nothing else. So I think that's paid off for us.
While their dedication to food helped them secure an award, there's still much more on their plate they'd like to accomplish.
Serving the best food that we can and having the best service that we can. And, I don't want to think just because we won an award, that doesn't mean it's over.
I promise you,